Dr. Vandy.
And I'm Dr. Barbara.
And we are the founders of Love and Happiness. We are excited. This is something you absolutely want to be a part of. It is our first small group couples retreat, and this one is for Valentine's Day.
We promised you, and here it is.
Yes, and the theme is Let's Stay Together. 4 days, 3 nights in a gorgeous villa mansion with us, having a wonderful time of fellowship. But listen, only 10 couples per day.
Yes, and we have 2 dates. The first session is Friday, February the 11th through the 14th February.
Right.
You check out. And then later that evening, we have 10 new couples coming in. It's going to be an amazing time.
It really is.
Yes.
And we want you to use this as an opportunity to do something different for Valentine's Day.
That's right.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of food, fellowship, and fun. You get to meet interesting couples, create new relationships, and just enjoy the synergy of love in the atmosphere.
Yeah, and it's a perfect holiday gift. When you think about why you should come,
I'll tell you why you should come. Ladies, we're going to have a breakout session called Ladies and Lemonade by the pool and the jacuzzi. And we're just going to talk real talk, women stuff, things we go through, and just share a sisterhood. That's why you should come.
And of course, we'll have a breakout session for men.
Okay.
We'll have workshops with proven tools to just strengthen communication and just take that intimacy to a deeper level. And we're so excited that you get to spend this time just with us for 4 days and 3 nights. It'll be a great time to fellowship, reconnect, and have fun.
And we want to meet you. We want to meet you. We want to connect with you, get to know who you are, and for you to get to know who we are, and just connect with other like-minded couples who are about something, and just to have a great time.
Yeah, and speaking of a great time, we want you to see what a few other people who've come to our retreats have had to say.
Our assessment of the Love and Happiness seminar, I thought was wonderful. I thought that the program itself was just, to be honest, it changed me in terms of how I communicated to my husband.
It was comforting to see other people there that also wanted to communicate better and have better strategies to get along.
It's really important to invest in marriage, and this was a huge investment, and we're glad that we made it.
Whether you've been married 1 year or 50 years.
Great tool.
I felt like it was fair.
It definitely helps with the communication.
It's really a no-brainer.
Like, he literally, I felt like I was on a operating table and he sliced our marriage open. And I'm like, man, does he know us?
It's so affordable.
Honestly, man, he put it. What he said was complete 100% true.
It has helped us to see things through a different lens.
Even if you're not concerned, you just want some great tools, do it as soon as possible.
Yes, things have gotten better.
I would not hesitate. Make your life just one step better.
You've heard what people had to say. Now come on out and say it for yourself. Come and have a great time with us. And we have a red and white. That's why we're wearing red and white. Sweethearts dance and dinner. That's going to be amazing. That's going to cap it all off. So you're going to want to be there. Only 10 couples per date will be able to come. You get so much, you don't want to miss it.
It's a beautiful atmosphere. Did we mention it was a villa mansion? It
Pool.
is beautiful. Yes.
Amenities,
bring your sunblock.
included,
right.
Fellowship. It's a wonderful gift, a wonderful way to celebrate. The info is right here, so take a look at everything. And remember, let's stay together. All right, welcome. We hope you like it because we love it.
Yes.
We're excited about it. The couples retreat for Valentine's Day, but you need to register now and get involved because it's only 10 couples for each
session.
Yep, each cohort group. We've got 10 amazing couples in the Villa Mansion, and we're excited because we're going to be staying with you, so we get to create friendships and fellowships with 10 couples from Friday, February 11th through the 14th.
That Monday.
And it's going to be some sweet stuff happening.
Right. And then that evening on the 14th,
not that evening, but then the next cohort group checks in at 4 p.m.
Right.
My wife always says that in a weird way. And then they stay for their 4 days and 3 nights. So it's going to be really exciting. Meals included.
Meals are included.
I think I'm excited most about the fellowship. To be honest, I mean, we're gonna have workshops, of course. You're gonna grow together.
There's gonna be games. There's some free time and some breakout sessions. Yeah.
So you're going to grow together, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted.
We finished each other's sentences.
But that wasn't my sentence. So anywho, so you're going to be able to grow together. The workshops are powerful, not just because you're going to get some deeper intimacy, but there'll be a his and hers, and my wife's excited about the hers time by the pool.
In the jacuzzi. It's called Lemonade and Ladies. Ladies and Lemonade. It's early. It's early.
Lemonade and Ladies.
We're going to be talking about stuff by the pool and the jacuzzi, and it's going to be really nice weather and it's really great conversation and just, lifting each other up as women and empowering each other. So,
so it's going to be really fun. So you can get all the information. Matter of fact, I can help you out here. You can get the information here about everything on our website, but particularly directly to the page. And there's a super, super, super Christmas savings to save you so much. So, and payment plans.
And you can gift someone. If you can't go for some reason, be a blessing to your, to your friend or your parents or just
wow. That's a
to invest. So
Someone told me they were thinking about
not to be selfish, right?
A good point. So we're going to talk about some good stuff today. We're talking about holiday love tips to be happy. And the holiday love tips are really cool because in this time of season, there's usually a lot of stress financially.
Right.
And holidays, in my estimation, they amplify what's wrong. So if you lost a loved one around the holiday time, it's harder. It's hard already,
so lonely,
but it's harder.
Depressed.
If your marriage or your relationship is sketchy and kind of broken and fragmented, holidays just amplifies just how bad it is because you look at other couples and go, man, we're not even.
They look happy. They got it going on. They're doing this and that. And here we go, just amplifying the negative.
If you tell the people instead of me.
Amplify. Today's a day, but go ahead.
I'm just saying. Sometimes my wife slides into this whisper.
It's a sexy voice.
Unless you have that,
it's a sexy voice.
I understand it's all sexy and cute, but it's not for the hearing impaired. So people be like, huh, and she'd be like doing the kung fu.
You always say, "Stop being so loud, Barbara. Stop being."
No, she ain't lying about that. I wake up, I'm like, Barb. Please, I'll tell her I can think and listen if you just bring the volume down. Now, when we get live, now she want to get laid back.
She's excited about life. That's why she's.
So it amplifies. So even the holidays is amplifying the fact that she talks so low when we're on TV. So, Lord. So, all right, we're gonna give you some tips. We're excited about it. Do us a favor, share this page, share. You can be a blessing. Somebody in the holiday season would really benefit from just having that proper fellowship and that time
with
that they can talk.
Right.
Yeah. So first thing we want to do as a tip, especially for couples, whether you're healthy or whether you're in a weird space and you're trying to just kind of get back on track. The holidays, we think the key thing to start with is you have to remember intentionally on purpose to make each other happy versus focusing on whatever needs to be fixed. Okay. You really probably just want to spend some time just keeping your eye on the big picture. Why you got together. What is the reason you're together? You didn't get together to make yourselves, unhappy. And you really got together to enrich each other's life. Yeah. So if we could just,
right. I'm just saying. Leave me alone.
I'm gonna blink the camera. I said this a long time ago. I'm gonna black the screen. She's gonna come back and she's just gonna be like tuned up.
You know what?
I'm ready. So I'm just saying, if we can get to the 3 points.
Okay, so he was talking about the big picture. Talking about the big picture. We can have fun, right?
Yes, we can have fun.
You have to have fun in your relationship. Yes. If you don't have fun in your relationship, if it's all stress, if it's all mommy, daddy, you gotta have fun and laugh at each other, laugh together, laugh at him because he is so funny.
Oh, and I get to laugh at you because you're hilarious. Yes. So, okay, you want to kind of get us started.
Yes, the big picture. In my opinion, the big picture in the relationship also is the family. Some people are so selfish and the me monster. What about me? And they'll blow the whole family up because they're not happy and miserable.
So the first point is family. So it's 3 points that we're covering as a healthy love tip for the holidays. The first one is family.
Yes.
Family over everything, right?
Family over everything. Yes. And just make sure that you're not so self-absorbed and a narcissist that you don't wreck your kids or your whole family.
Well, I'll go a different direction.
You're selfish, right?
I think that it's important to focus and keep your eye on the big picture with family because we grind so hard for purpose throughout the year,
right?
That when it gets to the holidays, that can be our reward for what we're working for. It's our opportunity to really look at our life and our family and reinvest. Reinvest some time into the relationships that matter the most. Because when it's all said and done, after the job, after the purpose, after the whatever you're pursuing, after the money, the only thing that's really going to matter is your family.
That's
whether it's your wife, your children, and as I said, because the holidays amplify what's wrong. If you've got a bad relationship with your children or your children have a bad relationship with you, it just brings more light to that.
Right.
So instead of looking at it like, it is what it is, how about just looking at it as an opportunity to say, you know what, we're going to try to be better this year. We're going to do something, come up with some fun stuff that makes, the love, kind of the air, the oxygen come back into the home, aside from the stress and the usual pulls of life.
That's really good. That's really good advice because your children, they're going to grow up to mimic you. Parents don't think that their children are looking. They are smart. Even the little ones, not just teenagers. As young as 2 and 3, they see mommy and daddy and they see the stress and they see how she's now communicating with him and how he's now speaking to her. And what's going to happen? They're going to grow up seeing that and they're going to mimic that when they get older and they get into a relationship, and it shouldn't be dysfunctional, but it will be because they saw mom and daddy always fighting at Christmas or always fighting at Thanksgiving or always fighting at the dinner table or not having dinner. So they will mimic us. So.
Yeah. And I think to that point, a lot of times that we know our kids will mimic us, but in the moment of frustration, we really aren't thinking that far ahead, how it's affecting.
Right.
And so we're in our moment, in our flesh, in our feelings. And in that moment, we're not as concerned about tomorrow. All I know is today I need to get this off my chest. And it's a good opportunity to be intentional to say today I'm going to try to put some life into that future, but also our now, so we can enjoy our holidays together.
Right. And I want my children to hear me say, "Oh, you're my king. You're my Hercules. Boaz. Hercules.
Yeah.
And my children need to see, my girls need to see me celebrate their father, just like they need to see him celebrate me, which he always does. And so I think that's something that's very important because too many times, kids, they'll see the opposite. So.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. So the second tip, first tip is family. Second tip is
fellowship.
So explain when you say holiday fellowship, what you're thinking as a tip that helps bring that air back into all the relationships, particularly the two.
Well, I think honestly, just communion. Fellowship means to commune. It means to companionship. So I absolutely love my husband, but I love you as my friend. I love when we play games together. I mean, whether it's checkers, Pac-Man, because I be whooping him in Pac-Man, or whether it's like,
lies.
Uno. I'm the queen of Uno. But just have that fellowship with us. Sometimes,
obviously
we
fellowship
used to play tennis together
includes
all the time.
Lying, lies. But
we're gonna bring our children on here one day.
Oh, we bring them on next week.
Because
next week we're gonna have all of our adults and our adult children and everybody here. So we gotta, we gotta at least bring them on for a few minutes. Yes, for sure.
Yes.
But fellowship as a tip, it really does have to look like you plan ahead. So maybe give some thought now to what it looks like for the holidays. Like for us on Thanksgiving or Christmas, but this year on Thanksgiving, we do a lip sync competition.
Traditional thing
we do. Everybody has to compete. All of our
costumes,
whoever's here,
everything.
Yeah. Well, some costumes. Some of us are just gonna show up and show up as ourselves. Others will be the masked singers and stuff. And we just do a nice. It's so fun to laugh at everybody and laugh at each other.
Before the masked singer. We've been doing this for a long
Yeah, we did it. We did start before the masked singer. But whatever you're gonna think about, now's the time to give it some thought about just being in fellowship, not just eating. And then everybody goes their separate ways or eating, and then but what do you want to do together? Something that's collective and fun, I think, could be really
and we do that.
Awesome.
So just spending time with your mate because you love them, but that is so important to keep that healthy friendship, not just my husband or my children's father, and do the household duties of a husband or a wife. Just don't lose yourself in those things, and just
and of course, if you happen to have families that you fellowship with, that makes it sweeter. But I'm sure you would plan then. But the other part of the fellowship in our thinking is you have to kind of think about this fellowship is about happiness in 10, 20 years from now. This is about what are we going to look like next year? If we connect better today, tomorrow is really a lot better for everybody. Especially you got parents. You want to be good and build relationships, because one day you're going to get old and them kids are going to have to decide, do I want to help you or do I want to push you into
down the steps with the wheelchair? What are we talking about, Vandy?
So make a good choice, start being nice, if you're mean. And then the third tip for the fellowship is
faith.
And you mean by that?
Count your blessings. Be thankful.
Just count your blessings, in terms of looking at everything God has already done for you.
God, yes.
Yeah, because a lot of times we focus on what's happening we don't like, to the point we are totally taking our eyes off what God is doing that we do like.
Right.
And for us, it starts with our faith. It finishes with our faith.
Yeah.
And sometimes in the middle is the moments you start to lose sight of your faith, because you start looking at your feelings and you start feeling, man, it's not happening fast enough. I don't know about you, but have you ever felt like it's just not happening as fast as you want, as strong or as good as you, or worse? Have you ever thought it'd be better and it's not? Because that causes disappointment. Right. It causes this frustration.
Sometimes resentment. Where you are, and
it can mess with your faith.
Right, absolutely.
Mess with your faith. So in these moments that the world slows down a little bit, and it's not because of COVID, but it's really because of these holidays, you can kind of use this as a great bridge to just remember, I have something to be thankful for. The Lord has provided for me. It's not just praying over the food, but it's also just thinking about, no matter what your life looks like, you can find someone who would trade with you in 30 seconds.
That's true.
It doesn't matter if you're sitting with a cell phone and no internet, and you're just at Starbucks right now and you feel like, man, nothing's going my way. There is somebody who would switch with you in a minute.
Right.
And we all have something to be thankful about. And I believe we have many things to be thankful about. So that faith and being thankful for our life, that not just God gave us, but for us to live.
And just to be in your right mind also. Again, like you said, echoing it, you don't have to, $1 million today, or be in that, $1 million dream house, or drive that whatever car you want. But guess what? You have a car. Or guess what? You have a bus pass. Or guess what? You have someone who can will drop you off. There's so many things that we can, we have blind spots, as you say, and we just lose sight of that.
Because the other thing about holidays, while they amplify everything that's not good, or what you've lost, if you lost loved ones, holidays become sad, the relationship. It's also crazy that holidays remind you often of what you don't have. So they will show you all the things that you wish you could afford to buy, and you can't buy them. And you start to feel like, see, that's why, and you're focusing on what you don't have. You're thinking about, oh, the kids want XYZ, Xbox, this, red box, every box. And then you feel like, man, or you just feel so much pressure because they tell you this is what happiness is, that you charge up so many credit cards that it takes you 5 more Christmases to pay off this Christmas. Right. You know what I mean? And you can scale that back and just be a better steward to say, let's just do, natural gifts. We often do that to teach our children principles that it's not about a dollar. It's really about just thinking about each other. So we'll do, hey, no money gifts.
So what we do is, when our daughter Bethany, she was such the brain. She was not concerned about Christmas gifts when she was like 5 years old, 3 years old. She wanted to read books. Yeah. And so we came up with just, okay, so she's not interested in Christmas gifts. It could be like 4 o'clock afternoon. The gifts is still under the tree. She ain't opened them because she wanted to do other things, wanted to read and da-da-da-da-da. So we said, okay, let's just do 3 gifts because it's not your birthday. It's Christ. We still celebrate. We, do the whole 9 yards tree and everything, but we do 3 gifts. So, because the focus is supposed to be on giving and not just material things. Yeah. And so we'll tell our kids for our gifts, what they do for us, give us something that's intangible. Yeah. Give us something that's creative.
Yeah, good stuff heart, too. Right. They do good stuff. They'll do manicure, pedicures
or just something out the box.
Really cool stuff.
Right.
So those are the tips, but the greatest tip we can offer you is you need to register for this upcoming couples retreat.
Yes.
2 different cohort groups, 2 groups of couples. We're looking at couples coming from all over, and it's going to be phenomenal. And let's just talk about, just relax for a minute and just share our heart as to what makes this so special for us. Because this was my wife's idea, because we're used to just doing the regular large group couples retreats. And then after that, after COVID and all of what had happened, she was just like, what if we just do small group, rent out these mansion villas and stuff and just do small groups. And I was like, that's really a great chance for us to create relationships that is harder to form in a workshop setting with a larger group. And afterwards, a few people line up for questions. But so let's talk about what makes it really great. Just that for a minute before we leave.
I just think it's special because you have an intimate setting where you don't have to feel intimidated, because sometimes men don't want to get out their shell. They don't want to feel like they go into a therapy session, because you're not. You're going to go to have food,
you're going to grow while you have fun.
Yeah, you're other guys who probably feel your pain. Meet other women who can share your emotions and share your just have a sisterhood. And just have a great time.
And not just the pain points, but the joy points.
Absolutely.
Because what makes these kind of moments really special is everyone gets to have a breath of life.
Yes.
It's not come on and everybody bleed on each other.
No.
It's and if there's someone bleeding, of course there's healing in that.
Right.
But it's really about the fellowship and the fun, because the games we play, you will laugh out loud.
Yes.
The couples games that we play, you will laugh out loud. The sweethearts dance on Valentine, well, it'll be probably the night before Valentine's Day and the night before the departure of the second cohort. That is going to be dinner and dance.
It's great. It's amazing.
Trust. This isn't our first rodeo doing this.
For a long time.
Yeah, for many years that we did do this with couples. It's phenomenal. The only difference is we're now making it available to the world.
Right.
And so this is it's going to be so awesome to just fellowship.
Beautiful home. It's a beautiful.
Well, it's a mansion. It's not even just you
you're
can't
right.
call
it's
it
a home. It's in the state. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but it's gorgeous in its own right, because you got this freedom and privacy. Everyone has their own bathroom, and at the same time we have this place we gather.
It's called ensuite.
And the social ensuite. Okay.
Right.
The social side. Play pool, play cards.
It's a movie theater. Has a movie theater inside the mansion, so it's beautiful.
Yeah, theater, swimming, all the amenities, including the water park and everything. It's in a resort. The Villa Mansion is, so you actually have free access to all the amenities,
right?
The theme park, the water parks, all that stuff.
Jacuzzi pool.
Yeah, just a few minutes from Disney. If you're about that Disney, I'm in Florida. I got to see Disney life. You'll have time on your own, but you'll also have a lot of time to fellowship. We're covering breakfast and dinner.
And the most important part, they get to sit and talk to us, and we can touch you, feel you, not just see you through Facebook.
Get to know you. Get to share
and have time. Spend time with couples with like-minded. We're all coming because we love each other. We love our spouse. We love our mate, and we want to be around like-minded people.
Yeah, and we're looking at doing this really on a regular basis,
right?
Because it's really a great chance for couples who really one of the things that for us, we were always looking at is it's like you're alone in a crowded room. Like we know so many different couples and stuff, but we don't always feel like all of them are relationships that are that are fits and friendships that really can blossom. So those are precious to us, you know, and we're excited because we believe that from these, we really are believing God that there will be several really great friendships created where, you know, it's not about our titles. It's not about our acumen. It's about two couples, just, you know, couples that, you know, we can go on our own trips and other things together. Yeah.
2 decades of experience that can, you know, just share.
So it's really going to be an amazing time. All the information should be on our website.
Well, there'll be a book signing.
Love and Happiness. I think
my husband has a great book, so
yeah, we might even give a copy to everybody. But so the dates are there. It tells you that there's 2 different dates. And the social power of this, you know, I went to a cohort group for pastors recently in Phoenix, and it was the same kind of thing, just in a mansion with 10. It was 8 pastors, and it was just it was 10. And it was just amazing. The social, you know, we're playing spades and yelling at people. We're arguing who's better, LeBron or Jordan. And we know LeBron is. Hate all you want.
We know who won that.
Hate all you want. I ain't talking about LeBron today. I'm talking about life, body, of work. We can have that discussion. But yeah, it's gonna be so fun. You know, we're just so excited. So we're thrilled because next week you will meet our family on our live, you know, just for a second to say hi before we cover something for the holiday, you know, for the holidays. And and we'll just share again the video, but you can go to our website, loveandhappiness.tv, and you can get we have payment plans for the retreat. There's a super Christmas savings that is just launched. So if it works for you, it'll work for you, if that makes sense. And I guess we'll see you soon. Yeah, there we go. Let me switch it to here, and we're rocking. Hi, I'm Dr. Vandy.
And I'm Dr. Barbara.
And we are the founders of Love and Happiness. We are excited. This is something you absolutely want to be a part of. It is our first small group couples retreat, and this one is for Valentine's Day.
We promised you, and here it is.
Yes, and the theme is Let's Stay Together. 4 days, 3 nights in a gorgeous villa mansion with us, having a wonderful time of fellowship. But listen, only 10 couples per day.
Yes. And we have 2 dates. The first session is Friday, February the 11th through the 14th February. You check out. And then later that evening, we have 10 new couples coming in. It's going to be an amazing time.
It really is.
Yes.
And we want you to use this as an opportunity to do something different for Valentine's Day.
That's right.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of food, fellowship, and fun. You get to meet interesting couples, create new relationships, and just enjoy the synergy of love in the atmosphere.
Yeah, and it's a perfect holiday gift. When you think about why you should come,
I'll tell you why you should come. Ladies, we're going to have a breakout session called Ladies and Lemonade by the pool and the jacuzzi. And we're just going to talk real talk, women stuff, things we go through, and just share a sisterhood. That's why you should come.
And of course, we'll have a breakout session for men.
Okay.
We'll have workshops with proven tools to just strengthen communication and just take that intimacy to a deeper level. And we're so excited that you get to spend this time just with us for 4 days and 3 nights. It'll be a great time to fellowship, reconnect, and have fun.
And we want to meet you. We want to meet you. We want to connect with you, get to know who you are, and for you to get to know who we are, and just connect with other like-minded couples who are about something, and just to have a great time.
Yeah, and speaking of a great time, we want you to see what a few other people who've come to our retreats have had to say.
Our assessment of the Love and Happiness seminar, I thought was wonderful. I thought that the program itself was just, to be honest, it changed me in terms of how I communicated to my husband.
It was comforting to see other people there that also wanted to communicate better and have better strategies to get along.
It's really important to invest in marriage, and this was a huge investment, and we're glad that we made it.
Whether you've been married 1 year or 50 years.
Great tools.
I felt like it was fair.
Definitely helps with the communication.
It's really a no-brainer.
Like he literally, like I felt like I was on a operating table and he sliced our marriage open. And I'm like, man, does he know us? Like,
So affordable.
honestly, man, he put it. What he said was complete 100% true.
It has helped us to see things through a different lens.
Even if you're not concerned, you just want some great tools, do it as soon as possible.
Yes, things have gotten better.
I would definitely would not hesitate. Make your life just one step better.
You've heard what people had to say. Now come on out and say it for yourself. Come and have a great time with us. And we have a red and white. That's why we're wearing red and white. Sweethearts dance and dinner. That's going to be amazing. That's going to cap it all off. So you're going to want to be there. Only 10 couples per date will be able to come. You get so much, you don't want to miss it.
Beautiful atmosphere. Did we mention it was a villa mansion? It is beautiful. Yes.
Amenities,
Bring your sunblock.
all included.
Right.
Fellowship. It's a wonderful gift, a wonderful way to celebrate. The info is right here, so take a look at everything. And remember, let's stay
together.